really bad accident. I was at home with my brother and there was a hot pot of oil and I tried to move it not knowing that it was burning hot, and the oil slipped on some water that was on the countertop and it splashed all over my face and my arm, on my shoulder. It was really physically painful. I didn't know what had happened to me. The feeling of a third-degree burn on your face and on your arm is probably the most excruciating pain I will ever feel in my entire life. We went to the emergency room, they patched me up, but the real pain came a couple days later when I had to go back to the doctors and they scraped off all the skin that had been burned. I couldn't skate for 3 weeks because the skin was just been scraped off and I had been bandaged up. And the doctor was saying not to move it around because it would have started bleeding. It was just really awful.
Soloist Jamie Kim.
I began figure skating when I was 6 years old. I started because my brother was actually a hockey player. And I was always at the rink, so my mom would bring me along. I just loved it. The thing I like most about figure skating is that it's kind of a blend of both artistry and athleticism. The strengths and the skills that I possess to be a nationally ranked figure skater would definitely be mental toughness and just the ability to stay motivated. Because figure skating is such an individual sport, I had to train every day by myself with my coach. It's not a team thing, so it was really hard to stay on that track. For the last 7 years, I was able to place top 4, and in our region, there was 11 states. If you make top 4, you go to sectionals, and at sectionals, my highest placement was 5th. I attend Mercer University. I really love my school. I'm really dedicated to getting good grades because I know that I want to study law, and to study law I know that you have to be really motivated and dedicated to hitting the books. So I'm kind of doing that now so I can prepare myself. My car accident happened when I was driving to school behind a big lawn truck. We were going pretty fast and then all of a sudden it slammed on its brakes. My car got completely smashed in the front. My foot got caught when I was stepping on the brake. When I got out of the car, all of a sudden I couldn't really walk. I ended up having to have surgery where I had a bone removed because it was like in the wrong position. When I had my foot surgery, I really had the option to quit skating. When I got back onto the ice, I felt like a completely different person. I cried a lot about that time because I really wanted to still compete and work through it, but it was just so painful. I had the big picture in mind and I knew that this was my plan and God is looking out for me, and that's why I kept competing afterwards. My advice for people facing discouragement and disappointment would be that it's gonna pass. I've been through it and I understand that it's really hard, and at that moment in time it feels like it's the only thing that is happening in your life. But eventually, if you can be strong and pass through it, there's gonna be better times coming your way. It feels wonderful being past that time where I was always discouraged and always in physical pain and emotionally in pain. I'm glad to know that I was able to work through it because right now I'm so happy, and that in the future, if anything comes my way that I feel like I can't handle, I can look back and know that I'll make it through.
Subscribe to our channel, The Real Winning Edge, now on YouTube. You can see more inspirational videos like this.